Okay. What's up, everybody? I am live once again. I've been doing this infrequently and it's fun. I like it. I feel like I'm getting better at it. And I make sure that I'm available for everybody. So you may have seen the title of this live. And basically, what it's about is the Delta 20-minute bag guarantee. I've been talking about it and talking about it and talking about it forever. And I had some screenshots in a video that I did, but I actually just completed a trip to Los Angeles. So I'm actually going to do it live for you guys to show you that you don't have to do it at the airport. You don't have to do it while you're waiting on your bags, while you're still stressed out. You can do it at any time. So since my computer has a live feed up, I will be doing it on my cell phone, which I have right here, and I'm going to log in and we're actually just going to get right to it. Just in case anybody joins later, they can see this process. So that's my trip there, LAX. So what I'm going to do, let me see. Oops, the light is drowning it out. So I'm going to hit more, which brings me to, oh man, I'm trying to show you guys, but it doesn't go. But so the more button makes my phone do that. And we are going to go to baggage and travel fees, and it's spinning and spinning and spinning. So on baggage and travel fees, because it's focusing on my face, so my phone's going to be blurry. We're going to go all the way down to 20-minute bag guarantee. I'm going to click that on the phone there. Then I have a privacy screen on, so this probably wasn't well thought through. So just like I said here, the bags on time page is going to come up. This is all on my cell phone. So then I enter my information here. My Sky Miles number, which I have to get. What is my Sky Miles number? Okay, I'm entering my Sky Miles number. My departure city, which is PBI. My date of departure, 5/15. My arrival city, which is LAX. And my trip confirmation number. Now, this part is important. You always want to make sure that you remember to put your trip confirmation number. It is your unique identifier. It's also referred to as a record locator, and they're very important. Like, pro security tip, don't throw your tickets away at the airport because people can actually use that to backtrack and find out personal information about you, like your address and such and what have you. All I have to do is just enter it into a rewards program, and 9 times out of 10, they'll pull up information for you that you don't want public. So I'm going to put my locator in. Now I was sitting on the plane, so I don't know for a fact if they got them there within the 20 minutes or not. But like I've explained before, this is all driven by an algorithm. So because it's driven by an algorithm, I don't really have to talk to anybody. I got 72 hours to do it. So really conceivably, I can do this all the way on the 18th. And if it applies, then I still get it. So now that I have everything done, right? Because I'm showing you, because I put my money where my mouth is. Let's find the submit button. So now I submit. Now it says, what does it say? Here, let me try to, I want to turn it for you guys. Thank you. Based on your information provided, your submitted claim was successful and the miles have posted to your account. Just like that. Thank you, right here. I wish my phone would focus on it. So just like that, I now have 2,500 more Delta Sky Miles, which is equivalent in Delta's currency rates to $25 because they value their own currency at a penny a point. So now I just got 2,500 points, just like that. So I just wanted to let you guys know that literally that only took me seconds. It legit only took seconds, and you can do it on the computer as well. If you have a computer, you can, do it on one of these as well. And now I'm 2,500 points richer, and I'm pretty sure that Mrs. Money Minutes is over there doing it on hers since we were on the same flight. So she's probably we're gonna bring 5,000 points back to the house because Delta doesn't get our bags on time. Matt, I'm sure they probably hate me. They probably out there suplexing my bag. It's probably like the Royal Rumble when they have to load my bag up. I didn't expect anybody to come in. What's up, Matt? So they're gonna give me these points and I'm gonna have free drinks. I'm gonna use them for upgrades. It's just too easy. Delta is like the last, I believe they're the last legacy airline who even does it. So chances are too many people catch on, they're gonna cut it off. But while the getting is good, just get it. But another thing here. Another, yep, you're right, Matt. They suplex and I get the incidentals. But another thing here is why I'm going live so late. Because now I'm on West Coast time. I put a community chat in, calling out some West Coast creators. Hopefully, we can get together and we can make something happen. You know what I mean? While I'm out here, we can do it for the West Coast crowd since normally a lot of us are on the East Coast or Central. So when we do our lives and we do our streams, and in some cases, even our regular video release schedule is really early over on the West Coast or Mountain Time or even Hawaii time. Can't forget about Chase Yokoyama. So if we do that, then maybe it'll be like the time that everybody's moving around and everybody's moving and shaking. So I just want to do a live at this time. So sorry, East Coast people. I know it's late, and hey, get some sleep. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to go live and show you guys that my display isn't bootleg anymore. As you can see, you don't see my whole display in the HD and the movie servo and all that stuff's now hidden. And I actually look like I kind of halfway know what I'm doing. Okay, Matt says he's doing good, but he hopes he never has to pick up a rental ever again. Truth be told, I don't really care for rentals myself, so I can feel your pain there. Um, I'd rather just ride share. Just let someone else do the driving, let someone else have the hassle, and be covered by the $1 million insurance policy. No, uh, a pickup as a rental. I don't think I follow. Let's see here. Who else is what's going on here? What's happening here? Okay. Sorry. I got things going on. Let's see what we got going on. I had a Ford Ranger to drive to from a friend's wedding. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm from North Carolina. Aren't you in New York? Oh, yeah, that's a good drive. Yeah, that's a good drive. That is a good drive. Yeah, I'm feeling your pain. I stopped all that driving. I'm good on that. But in any case, so we've covered the Delta bag guarantee. You guys have seen how incredibly easy it is to get 2,500 points. So now let's talk about some stuff. So what's my current situation? My current situation is I am at a Hilton DoubleTree. And before I left, I was thinking about a new card, and I noticed that the Hilton cards on the Amex lineup are all giving out free night certificates. Even the no annual fee cards are providing free night certificates. So you get a Hilton rewards card, no annual fee, and you have a FNC that you can use at a Waldorf or at a Conrad Hilton in Fort Lauderdale Beach, like the one I saw when I stopped through and I visited Luke from Luke's Points and Miles. Thing was amazing. So the this new deal that Amex is doing with the FNCs on their lineup of Hilton cards, is kind of a double-edged sword to me. And the reason is because A, way to spread the wealth. But B, whenever they spread the wealth, something not so good tends to be following. So I don't know if they're doing this to shore up more people before they raise the annual fee on the Hilton Aspire card, which, let's just face it, we pretty much all know that that's coming. Maybe this is to soften the blow and get more people in, and then maybe even try to get some upgrade business through them. But yeah, they just kind of came out swinging with this with these free night certificates. And look, even though I'm not a Hilton loyalist, nothing beats a Hilton free night certificate because it can be used anywhere. There's no point limit, there's no cap. It is harder to use. Standard night award, standard room awards are harder to use the higher up you go in brand and the higher up you go on price point. And I mean, rightfully so. They're not gonna make it super easy, but on average, Ben Hedges he's saying that on average you can get a $600 a night room. And if you've ever stayed in a $600 a night room, you can tell it's a $600 a night room. So that's a great value, especially if you get it off the card that has zero annual fee. There's literally no downside to that. And now it has the same superpower as an Aspire. So, I mean, it's definitely something to think about. Okay, so let's go back to the chat here. Aspire probably jumping to brilliant level. I would not doubt it. Contemplating the surpass now, making player two as an AU. That would be good, you guys, because I do believe with the surpass, beyond the free night certificate, you can actually get another one if you hit spend threshold on it. So you can end up with two free night certificates, depending on what you're getting the card for and what you're using it for. Hey, Zeus asked what part of the West Coast am I in? Well, I flew into LAX and I'm out in Orange County. I'm gonna be doing some work out here for a couple of weeks. I'm gonna be doing some consulting work. So I'm gonna be working late nights. So that is where I am. And I tell you what, from the last time I was in LA, I did a points redemption. I stayed at the it was one of my very first point redemptions. Where did we go? We stayed at the SLS Luxury in Beverly Hills. And it's some of my earliest YouTube videos where I'm filming in the bathroom. Um, it's under my Sporty 40 extravaganza playlist. But like I obviously didn't know what I was doing, but the room was absolutely epic. And we kind of did it on a lark, and that too is, right before I really started going crazy with points and getting into the points and miles game. But I'm out here in Orange. Let's see here. Contemplating what part. Could just do the honors as well right now. Yeah, like I said, there's no outlay. You spend the 2,000, you get the free night certificate. Who knows? You look up, you get $1,000 a night room. You know what I mean? You start just grabbing value all over the place. I say do it. I think if I would have had more notice, knowing that I was coming to a double tree and they're going to take a credit card, I probably would have gotten maybe the no annual fee one, use that, did some charges, and just use that throughout this whole assignment. Got the free night award and got the elevated multipliers for the fact that I'm a Diamond Hilton member and having the credit card. It would have helped out. It would have came in clutch. But yeah, so that's my I think the honor is only 1K spend for 70. I can double check. I know one of them is 2K. Let me see here. Let's look it up here. Mix 10. Typing it up here. Bop, bop, bop. Let's see what we got going on. This is way better than doing this on my phone because I don't really have to worry about. I can actually do stuff all at the same time. Okay, it looks like Matt, you were right. 70,000 Hilton Honor points plus a free night award for $1,000 to spend. This is this is on a no annual fee card. Do yourself a favor if you're going to do this. Use somebody's referral code. Just pick out one of their Amex referral codes and get this card so that everybody can eat. With the Surpass card that Matt was talking about, your earnings go up to 130,000 Hilton points for $2,000 to spend plus a free night award. But the multipliers here are 12x at Hilton purchases, 6x for restaurants, supermarkets, and gas stations, and 3x on all else. Whereas the Hilton Honors is 7, 7, 5, and 3. So you still get a 3x catch all, but since Hilton points are on like half a point, you can, I guess you can, well, they're valued at half a point from the points guide, but if you decide to go with that valuation, I guess you can say it's a 1.5 times. So, I mean, you know, do as you will. You know what I mean? Just move wisely. Um, Anthony wouldn't mind if I use one of his. Yeah, use one of his. As a matter of fact, oh, you know what? Yeah, I keep forgetting. Everybody on the East Coast is either getting ready for work or what have you. So I'm not going to bother anybody on the East Coast to try to jump on the live or show me any attention. So we'll just work it like this. But yeah, the Hilton cards are definitely something to look at, especially if you have a trip coming up. It'd probably be good if for some reason you're a part of the community and you're paying cash and Amex Hilton has these cards and they have a free night award with a spend threshold. You get where I'm going here? You can actually kill quite the flock of birds with one stone and everything will be straight. So I would definitely look into that. Now, is there anything else we want to talk about? I've been seeing a lot of people. I want to shout out a lot of people who really been they've been at it with the content. Like man, CJ he just came out with a recent video that I watched about saving cash. And before that, and if you're not aware, I need to start linking people's pages in the comments, but CJ has great video on cashback cards that he put out. Before that, he actually showed us how to do a flight redemption and get some major points values. Spencer Johnson has been wrecking it with his creator talks and collabs, and he's really been getting some big names and heavy hitters. And I mean, his page is on fire. I'm looking for Anthony. I talked to Anthony, and he's coming back. He's doing some work. Oh, there he is. Speak his name and he shall appear. He's doing some work. He's coming back. I'm looking forward to seeing some more stuff from Anthony because, you know, we got to have the venture talks. We got to have the Tesla talks. We got to have the lives. And I'm trying to hear some more Chinese. So let's see here. Everyone talks about getting the Sapphire Reserve to get a 10G credit limit guaranteed. But actually, the United Infinity card gets you a 15 grand guaranteed if you get accepted. It's in the terms. Well, there you go. Definitely, if you are limit hunting, if you are trying to bolster your utilization and you want some high limit cards, what Ricardo Torres said in the chat here is absolutely true. Because if you're going to get basement 15,000, that really kind of beats the 10K unless you're going to be optimizing your sapphire card points. So yeah, so the United card might actually be a better one. Wait a minute, who else is here? Oh, Eric Gao in the house. Speaking of the Chinese, okay, Eric's in. Matt Clausen says my CSR gave me a $31,000 limit. Wow. You know, it's crazy. Some of these cards that will give you the salary of a of somebody making 15 bucks an hour. Like they'll give you their annual salary all in one card. That is absolutely amazing. Because Chase underwriters are hilarious. They are, and sometimes not in a good way. Sometimes they're idiots. But in any case, so Eric's here. We got some people here. More people from the East Coast than I thought would be here at this time. So I'm here. I got my phone here. I'm looking at all of the I'm looking at the comments here. I'm actually checking YouTube as things come up here. So speaking to CJ, he actually commented on a community post, and I don't even think he knows that I'm talking about him now. So I have his number. I should have just texted him and told him to come on, but I didn't do that. That and I know it's late for him. So let's see here. Da, 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 da. Okay, got that. Eric. You know what? Eric Gao. You're just the guy I wanted to talk to. If you're in here, man, I watch me apply for your Sapphire videos. Like, did they really give you that much grief? Because the funny thing is I am super high velocity and I was looking for 1024 by getting the Sapphire so I could really stick it to Chase and say not only was I 524, but you helped me get the 1024 with none other than the Sapphire card. Now, for me, they quoted verbatim the 524 rule when I called reconsideration after it said that the application needed review. But the funny thing is that for the reasons that I didn't get the card, it never listed too many accounts open in the last 24 months. So the 524 reason wasn't on the letter, but they quoted that as the reason I didn't get the card. And I thought that was really weird. What is this work stuff? Masks are required, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's work stuff. I'm literally, and you guys want to ask anything eventually, I'm literally almost always working. I really got to figure something out here as far as that balance goes. Eric Al says the representative mentioned the 524, which I thought was taboo. Said that authorized. Okay, all right. Well, that representative was an idiot because the business cards aren't supposed to count. But I've been noticing, to be honest with you, I've really, really been taking notice of the fact that they've been telling people they have not been alluding to it, but they've really been telling people, hey, I can't reconsider you because of 524. So I don't know if they're moving that from unofficial to official, but they haven't really, disseminated that to their call centers in Singapore and India and wherever else in creation that you call and you talk to Chase reps. But they may not have disseminated that. He wasn't even the representative that mattered. After going back and forth 15 minutes, he then said he'll transfer me to the right department. You know what? The same thing happened too. You call them and then they'll tell you, oh, yeah, I need to send you to this analyst or that analyst. So it's like, what are you asking me my life story for if you can't rewrite the chapter that I want you to rewrite? I got to tell you, Chase's customer service, while they have great cards, really does leave much to be desired. I mean, it's kind of, what's the best way I can put it? Sometimes Chase's customer service is like a hot fart in a cool elevator. If anybody can pick up what I'm putting down on that. So let's see here. Yeah, it's stupid. It is just dumb. But it is what it is. That's what we have to deal with. It is the House of Diamond, and they've got it. But I mean, sometimes it's just like it's a real like Dutch oven. It's just horrible. But then the funny thing is that if you get somebody who's really good at chase, they are stellar. I swear it's like they moonlight at Amex. They are stellar. You can definitely tell like yeah, their parents stayed together or something like that. Like they don't have the kind of problems that regular chase reps have. So I definitely prefer Amex customer service. I've never had a problem, chat, anything. Been awesome. I have not tried the chat bot. I don't even want to because if live humans are a step up from that, I'm sure the chat bot is just all sorts of extra chromosomes, if you know what I'm saying. But let's see here. But yeah, Eric, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry you had to go through that. But I'm happy both of you guys, if I recall correctly, when I watched the video, both of you guys got the cards. So you were able to make use of that 80K offer. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. I love to see people win, man. Let's go. So go ahead and get your 160,000 points from them. I know that's right. And on top of that, Chase is currently running Air France. 25%, and I believe they're doing 50% at Marriott, if I'm not mistaken. I normally do all this stuff literally off the top of my head, so understand mistakes are just a part of my life. But yeah, let's see this. It was on the submarine. The screen. There you go. That's exactly what it is. But 50% of Marriott. Yep. Okay, good. Well, Eric, I look forward to seeing you guys redeem those points for some major value. Take some trips, man. I love watching point redemption videos. I love seeing people out there living rich off of points. I love literally sitting down next to somebody who paid thousands of dollars for a ticket, knowing I only paid $5.60, and we're about to drink the same champagne. We're about to stink up the same bathroom. I'm about to sit there and snore literally my whole face off right next to them, and I only paid $5. Okay, Gorvy 529 asks, how do you find out about the transfer partner bonuses? Now, normally what'll end up happening is when you log into your credit card portal, they tend to advertise that because they want you to transfer those points out so they can, keep good faith with their partners. But then also, you can look up online. I Googled it before, transfer bonuses, and just put the year in. And normally, there are card sites like Flyer Talk or maybe Doctor of Credit where people are just watching for these things. And as soon as they come out, they definitely don't keep them a secret. And most places will tell you immediately if they have them. If you have an Amex account and you have any card that earns MR points, just go to the rewards homepage. And when you go to the rewards home and go to transfer points, it will immediately tell you before you even get in. It'll tell you exactly which partners are having bonuses. And with Capital One, you go right in and transfer points does the same thing. Chase, same thing. Transfer partners, if you have a Sapphire or one of the preferred cards, it'll do the same exact thing. And then Matt also added that Points Guy, they will keep up on it too. They have an army of people who just literally sit around looking for this stuff. So yeah, 160,000 points. I know that's right. As a matter of fact, that is because my wife and I we're going to Italy Air France business class for 112,000 for the two of us. So that's what, 56,000 points a person for business class. So yeah, drop that 160K, film it. I definitely want to see it, man. And if you need any help on the redemption, I can totally help you out. If Anthony is still in here, you want to know about United, one of the best ways to get on Star Alliance. There are two sites that I use to double check Star Alliance availability. And my two favorite go-tos are lifemiles.com. That's through Avianca, who's a Star Alliance partner. Through Avianca, you can book things like Lufthansa first class once they release the availability, Lufthansa business class. You can do not JAL. What's the other one? I don't remember what the other one is, but you can do Japan and Far East trips. And then the other site that I love to use, one of the most versatile sites, and sometimes the lowest points require one, is Air Canada. You go to Air Canada and set up an Aeroplan account, and you can do anything from Etihad to, well, just pretty much anything. So definitely I would check them out too. You could do stopovers because I think their stopovers are somewhere between 5 and 8,000 points a city. So you can actually bake that into the ticket. So those are two sites I would definitely check out. Shojas in the house. What's up, Chad? And crew, what's up, Shojas? So let's see here. Anthony says, thoughts on getting the Chase Ink Preferred as a replacement for the CSP for the ability to have travel partners. Here's my opinion on that. And while the CSP is touted as a great entry-level travel card, the Ink Business Preferred, I find, is a better travel card because you have with the CSP, and once again, I'm going off the top of my head. You have the CSP, you have your $50 credit, so that brings the effective annual fee down to $45 or whatever. But you have online grocery, Um, Streaming services. Is it dining? I want to say it's dining. It's 3x as well. I want to say, yeah, 3x is dining for the CSP. But with the business preferred, you get transit, rideshare, hotels. Um, it's definitely more of a traveler's card, even though both of them also get primary CDW. I would probably, if you're going to be skewing more towards travel in any way, shape, or form, domestic or international, I would have no problem replacing that. That justification is just there for me all day. I mean, yeah, you lose the online grocery, but you can make that up if you have the gold because that will encompass the grocery and the food. And then also remember, if you decide not to, you can keep your CSP and remember you can use your, you know what? This is a great time for me to show you if it doesn't wash out. Publix. I have Publix is where I live. Um, oh, it's not logged in. Log in. I'm trying to find it. Did I create a? Yes, I did. Okay. All right. It looks like I need to reset my password. But basically, Club Publix, you go in there, you put your CSP in, and it produces, you just literally, the QR code, you just do it, boom. All of a sudden, now that online grocery becomes 3x in store. Okay. So let's go back here. Thoughts on getting. Okay. Now, Ricardo Torres asks, question: I have 5 Amex cards, platinum, gold, green, Bonvoy Brilliant Everyday Cash. My everyday cash is at 24G, Marriott at 24G credit line. I want the Hilton, but will I risk a financial review? Wow. Okay, so 24, 24, 24, 48, the Brilliant. Okay, now what I would say for that, for the financial review, I think that would be contingent on your income as well. I don't know what your stated income is. So they will run that ratio if you start pulling down more of your credit limit. So right now I'm looking at almost $50,000 worth of credit, right? You want the Hilton card, you don't want a financial review. Um Platinum gold, yeah. The other ones are charges, so those aren't going to show as revolving. This will be contingent on your credit because if they haven't hit you with a financial review yet and they've given you $48,000 worth of credit lines, that's what I would worry about. I don't know what your stated income is because that relativity also does play into why they would do a financial review on you, especially if they need to verify your income based on the amount of credit that they are extending you. Gorviv 529 says, does business spend drive most of your point building? That's a lot of points for a trip. Yes, business spend is actually the majority of my points. And for personal, it's mainly food. And the reason being is because my business, I consult on location. So all of those things are work tasks, traveling, bag fees, ride shares to and from hotels, incidentals, all of those things count as work tasks. And I even like my cell phone and everything that I do because I consult and contract for many different companies. So that is what drives my point stuff. So a lot of times I get reimbursed. Sometimes I kind of got to eat it right off the end of the year. But either way, that is what turbocharges my points. All right, let's see. Matt says, at Ricardo, you're fine. You have to 3 charge to credit. You're able to get 5 credit between personal and business. Matt, you are right about the Amex credit card limit. It's just with the financial review, sometimes those numbers they just make Amex sketchy. So I'm just, I would definitely just make sure that your credit. I don't know what the ratio is that will tip it, but Like I said, I don't know what your state of income is. Okay, Matt Clausen says City added a core as a travel partner at 2-to-1 transfer. Has anyone ever stayed at one of those? Because I think who else has a core? I want to say I think it's Capital One has a core as well. Has anyone ever has anyone ever stayed at one? I would love to hear what you think about it. I don't even think I've ever seen one of those hotels. Let's see here. Matt is confident that it will not trigger a financial review. Anthony says, Ricardo, typically the limits that are touted are 30K for one card, 35K total. However, a lot of people say it doesn't trigger for them. It's kind of rare. Okay, we got some data points. But so long as your W-2s are accurate, you'll be fine. Goes in line with what I'm talking about. Matt Costa says could lower your lines to secure the third card too, and Anthony agrees. Yeah, you could possibly do that if you so choose. I don't know how much of the credit limits um, that you use on there, but that could be a thing as well. It's definitely not something most people will talk about frequently as a first step, but that is an option. So let's see here. It is 8 o'clock. It is actually starting to get okay. The sun's going down up there. So if the sun's going down here, I know it's late on the East Coast. I meant to do that on the Hilton card. I'm at 40K in limits between Amex credit cards. Okay. So yeah, so Ricardo, you got some good 125 okay. So that's just about 40% of your stated income. It shouldn't be a problem. That shouldn't be a problem. I don't think. I mean, I'm actually going to lean with Matt and Anthony. I don't think that would trigger it. And if you got 125K in verifiable income, they shouldn't have a problem, especially if you have one thing I love about Amex is being a relational bank. You have a good relation, and it actually matters. Unlike Chase, it actually matters that you maintain a good relationship with them. So I don't feel as though that it would trigger. I hear it also depends on the issuer. I think it read Chase tries not to give out more than 30% of your stated income. Oh, and he corrected 50% of your stated income. Yeah. But yeah, you got good strong income in the six figures. I don't see why it would be an issue at all. So just remember when you get the card, Anthony Ventures page has his referral link. You may want to use that. Just make sure you use anybody's referral link. Don't leave money on the table. I always forget to put mine in, even though I guess that's kind of me leaving money on the table. I always forget to put my referral links in, but always use somebody's referral link. Email them, DM them. It doesn't matter. Take out a billboard. Get somebody's referral link. And also, Ricardo, join the Discord. Anthony Ventures Discord. Great place to be. So we have links that are in there, and it's a good community. So just in case you're not a part of that, you'll have a bank of links to choose from. Use Chad's link. No, use Anthony's link. Now that he said to use my link, now I want you to use his link. Please don't use my link. As a matter of fact, I think my link's broken. Use Anthony's link. I like Anthony. All right. Okay. And we have a here's a Discord. If you can click that. I don't think it's gonna come through on a live chat. Anthony, if you get a chance, if you can drop a comment on it, I think it may come through on the comment. If not, then I'll redo it. Or at least hopefully I remember. Because I've been up since 2:30 Eastern. And I've been traveling all day. But I wanted to go live since I fixed everything. So now it looks like I kind of know what I'm doing. And we still got people in here. So you guys are awesome for sticking with me. I didn't know it would go this long. And normally I have water. As a matter of fact, I think I can get water. Because I get on this thing and I just start talking like You would think I have a million people behind me because like I love talking to you guys. So like I said, it makes me happy to keep going with this. Now, need more espresso? Absolutely not. That espresso tried to snatch my soul. And the funny thing about it is if you watch that live, you can actually hear my wife coughing because she thought I was exaggerating. So she's in the kitchen, she's being all dainty and stuff. She takes a sip, and if you listen in the background in between the camera cutoffs and all the other nonsense, you can actually hear her hacking up a lung too. Yeah, we was drinking that Express Clear. That oh god, it hit like it legit hit like a hammer right to the tonsils. So it was crazy. Yeah, but I mean, it kept me awake. You know what I mean? I was able to stay up, pack, get a couple hours nap, and yeah, you're able to get it done. But that espresso, that was, you know what? Just forget the O. That was just I drank some straight express. All right, Anthony Venture says, here's a question. How the heck do you manage your time that you can edit 3 videos per week? Oh, that's easy. I'm just not that good at editing. So there we go. That pretty much wraps it up. When you're not that great, it doesn't take too long. I'm just joking, kind of ish. But what I do for management on my videos is I tend to, and I'm going to give you guys some of the game. A lot of times, the videos that I shoot, I do back shoots. So I'll just change shirts or throw a shirt on top of a shirt. I'll do 2 and 3 videos. I'll do batch shoots. I'll shoot in batches. And then once I shoot in the batches, literally one after the other. And I'm trying to get into the habit of doing a thumbnail before I shoot, but one after the other. Very first thing I do, I have a system for editing. I go through, I take out all the pauses, all the I try to take out all the and all the and all the pauses and stuff. So I do that. And then I go back through again, any B-roll, anything that I want to emphasize, put that on, any zooms. I put the intro with the kid in. And by that time, if I have to put any lettering or any equations on screen, I do that. So it's probably a couple of hours per video. And then on top of that, I try to keep the videos between 8 and 12 minutes. That's what I try to stay. Sometimes I go over, especially if there's a lot of stuff I want to put in. Sometimes I come under if I just want to get right to the point, like the Air France Redemption video. So I do that and I just hit them one after the other. And that's how I manage my time for that. But I'm going to be on a little hiatus because I have to do all the traveling. So it's going to be a little bit, and then I'm going to be putting some stuff out. And I'm going to get back to my regular release schedule. So I'm seeing Hilton Honors 80K FNC on 1K spend. Oh, oh, okay. On incognito, we're actually rising above the 70K. So there's nothing wrong with that. Anthony can't get you that offer, but use your surpass to see if it triggers. Okay, Ricardo Torres says, I heard Luke's from Points and Miles is doing the meetup in Vegas in September. You guys going? Don't know if it's still on. It is absolutely still on. I have already booked my ticket. Luke has booked his ticket. I think he said he's staying at the Waldorf. I'm going to be staying at the Aria. We're all going to be meeting at Italy, and that's right in front of the Park MGM. So I'm definitely going to be there. I believe Anthony, Calby, I don't know who else. I don't know. I think CJ might be coming. I talked to him and he's leaning towards a yes. So yeah. Yeah, we're gonna be there. So if you want to be there, you want to meet some of your favorite creators, by all means, come through. The more the merrier. There's going to be laughing, eating, drinking, and a slight degree of debauchery. So yeah. So that's gonna be a thing. Okay, it looks like Stan's going. Okay, Manny's going. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have a good crew there. Oh man, most likely everybody's gonna go live before everybody gets drunk, and it's gonna be pretty awesome. So I am looking forward to it. But yeah, Ricardo, the meetup is definitely still going on. So if you can make it out. Or if you live in the area, by all means. But yeah, we'll be on the strip. At least that is the second when we're actually gonna meet up is the second. But I'll be coming into town the first. I don't know when everybody's getting there. And I think I'm staying in the first through the fourth or something to that particular effect. All right, let's see here. Okay, eventually will be the first and the second. So let's see what we have going on here. Oh no, can't have that. All right, let's close that. All right, Deborah E says, "Hey, never said hi live. Won't be at your meetup, but we'll be going to Vegas soon. Using points, of course. That is the way to do it. I'm actually using points, and I will be in Vegas. I'll be in Vegas mid June. I'm gonna be out there for a couple of days as well, using some points. And you may get a surprise room review because I might, feel cute and do a little something, something. But we'll have to see how that all shakes loose. But I'm gonna be there a few times this year. So too bad you're not coming to the meetup. We'd love to have you. But thank you for saying hi on live, and I'm saying hi back. So let's see what we got going on here. We got 10 people in here. Um, I don't know if anybody saw Matt Welter, just the man I wanted to see. See that? I was going to think of some stuff, man. I am on the West Coast. I know you're up Seattle way. Bro, we got to do something. We may have to go live together one of these days. I wanna pick your brain because and for anybody who's not familiar with Matt Welter, great content creator. He caught my attention a long time ago because what he was doing was actually showcasing a lot of credit cards and really equating the value to how many years of the annual fee that it would take off. I thought it was literally ingenious. I would wait for it in every one of his videos. So you definitely want to check out his content. He's in the abbreviation club, cleared 1K, rightly and well deserved. He's been a part of a lot of collaborations, but Matt Welter is definitely somebody you want to look out for. So you heard it here. You gotta check his stuff out. Just well balanced, just like he's taught me a few things. So you definitely want to check him out. He's a good one. So if you're here and you're not familiar with Matt Welter, stop what you're doing. Even if you have to leave the live, it can go down to like two people. I don't care. Just go subscribe to his page because you will not be sorry. And also, Matt, congrats on the upcoming nuptials. I know you're getting married. I hope things are going well, and I wish you the best on that. And I think, aren't you going to be in Vegas too? I thought I heard you were going to be in Vegas as well. But let's see, get up to Seattle. Oh man, I can't make it up there. I'm going to be working every day down here. I don't get any days off until I think June. So Seattle's going to be a no go. But actually, me and the wife are going to come there probably over the summer to go to Starbucks Reserve. She agrees. So when we do come there, I will actually I'll get in contact with you beforehand, and I'll be doing room reviews over there. But definitely, I'm not going to touch Seattle without saying what's up. Okay, Deborah's in Seattle. Awesome, awesome. My cousin goes there. She flies into Seattle because she works for Microsoft, and she goes there all the time to go. I think it's to Redmond or something. I don't know. She consorts with a much higher level of human than I personally am, but she goes there all the time. Okay, awesome. Yeah, it's set. I will definitely reach out. Start times tomorrow. Okay. Sorry, getting all the YouTube setups. So all the YouTube updates because now that I'm not on my phone, I can actually use my phone. Okay, awesome. Awesome. That is set. Oh, and Deborah, if you are still in the room, I don't know if you're a mom, but happy belated Mother's Day. We don't actually get a lot of ladies in here. So just want to throw that out there to you. And even if you haven't had a kid, I'm sure somebody probably looks up to you. So you can count that as being mom-ish. So happy belated to you. Okay. It's looking good. We got a good group of people in here. So what else do we have going on here? All right, Ricardo Torres. FYI, I just did the travel bank hack for the Platinum Incidental credit to United in $50 increments and got all $200. Anthony Venture, that is who you want to talk to. Remember those incidental hacks that I talked about? That is one of them, the United Travel Bank, where you can store $200 and take United trips. I just don't fly United like that, but you may want to link up with Ricardo and he can give you the game on that. I when I have to choose my airline again, just to show you guys, I'm going to choose Delta and I'm going to do the gift card hack so that I can get the $200 and I'll actually do it live and film it for you guys. So Deborah says, thanks. Mom of three. My son turned 13 last month, got his first Amex Gold today. That's what I'm talking about. I did a video explaining just that. Amex's minimum age for authorized users is 13 years old. Why not give these kids a head start? That is awesome, man. You are sincerely putting him on the right track. Teach him credit responsibility. And I'm telling you, by the time he's 18, by the time he's ready to get his first car, he's probably going to have a higher credit score than most of his aunts, uncles, and such and what have you, because you had the foresight to build a credit history. Once again, I always say it: bad credit, good credit, any credit is infinitely better than no credit because at least people know who you are. That is awesome. That is awesome. Ricardo, looks like you have a student in Anthony. You can definitely let him know how to use that United Bank travel hack because I think Sledge does it too. I think Sledge does it because I think he has, I know he has one platinum card. I think he may have multiple. Some people like Stan have multiple platinum cards. Bless them. It ain't for me. 1695 annual fees enough for me, even though I get tons of value. I just, ouch. That's a lot. You got a lot going on there. So let's see here. Oh, let me try to sit up a little bit. Oh my God. Tell you what, man, it sucks getting old. Don't get old. Do not get old. All right, limit 250 though. I keep the card at a regular limit until the sub is met, of course. Then limit to 250. Yeah, yeah. That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. They're going to draft off your good name, and your good name is going to extend to your son, and he's got it. He's got it in the bag now. I mean, all my kids are going to have them, and the wife is just like, "Yep, sign them up." So there's no questions asked. You are definitely doing right. So let's see here. Do I have? I really should have hooked up my battery pack. I don't want my camera to die while I'm on live. That would suck. But we'll see what happens. Not a fan. I am not a fan of getting old either. I tell you what, things make noise that didn't make noise. Um, you know, things don't bend the way that they used to. Some things bend the way that they didn't used to. That's a story for a different day. But yeah, getting old sucks. So we have addressed quite a few things here. And now, we're an hour in, but just in case you weren't here for the beginning of the beginning of the live stream, how this all started was me proving that you can take trips on Delta and get 2,500 points through the 20-minute bag guarantee. And I did it live with my recent trip from Palm Beach to LAX, and it actually triggered, worked. I got my 2,500 points. So that's just to catch you up, just in case you came into the live after the fact. That's what got this whole thing started. And other than that, we've just been talking ever since. Matt says, can't be a youngling like the others. Jealous. I know. I'd love to be a youngling again. Yeah, get older, they said. Get old enough to vote, they said. Have a drink, they said. It'd be fun. They said. Well, that part's fun, but all the other stuff. Yeah, get a job. Have a little freedom. I don't want to be free. I want to live in my mother's house and know a child's place. But what are you gonna do? Matt says, flying on Delta Thursday. I'll have to try to use that 2,500. Yes. If you are flying, I'm telling you now, Matt, it is so easy. I literally did it in under a minute. You can do it from a computer, you can do it from your phone. If you have your trip in your Delta app now, just take a screenshot of the 6-digit record locator because you're going to need that. And after you do it, go to baggage and travel fees, 20-minute bag guarantee, put your name, SkyMiles number, your date of departure, your departing city, arrival city, record locator, hit submit, boom. It's just, that's it. And I literally did not exaggerate the speed of that because that's how fast I literally did it at the beginning of the live. And 2,500, right to you. Especially if yeah, grab that. And also let me know how it works. It should work pretty quick. And then also with those points you can pay bag fees. Delta accepts them for bag fees for upgrades and also drinks and refreshments at the Sky Clubs. So if they have non-complimentary alcohol that you want to try and you have points, spend the points. Remember, they're a penny a point. Delta values their stuff at a penny a point, even more so than most people would value. Like, I know the points guide doesn't value Delta Sky Miles at even a penny a point to fly. So if they're going to give you a penny a point to pay bills and stuff for their services, I say use it. All right. So one thing, I'm kind of sick of hearing about the CSP 80K offer, to be bluntly honest with you. It's literally all it's on my feed. I'm so sick of hearing about it. I can't lie to you. I have a CSP because I'm an AU on my wife's, and we got the 100K offer. Um, I'm just so sick of it. I think the CSP is a dumb card. Well, no, not a dumb card, but I just don't think it's as great as everybody puts on because mainly I think it's overrated because it has access to the transfer partners. I think maybe because I skew towards more towards business, that makes me a little partial. So it's like I get tired of hearing about it, but at the same time, I guess it's an all right card. Uh, yeah, Matt, I am totally in agreement with you. They just need to redo the Sapphire cards. Chase, they got to step it up. The Venture X is out here just kicking people in the teeth. Um, you know what I mean? Amex is, well, the best. Um, they just really need to do better. The Saber One, it's a way better card all around, I feel like, than the CSP. You know, and don't get me wrong, if you don't want to have the $250 annual fee of the gold card, the CSP actually is a decent alternative because it gives you the 3x on online grocery, but we hacked that. It gives you 3x on restaurants and 3x on streaming services, plus a $50 hotel thing. So it actually is a decent, more cost-effective alternative to a Amex Gold if you can't bring yourself to pay the 250 or the effective, $10 annual fee. But I mean, I'm just so sick of hearing about this card. Like, literally, nothing has changed about this card. But every time it has a bonus, like, oh my God, the amount of videos, the amount of production value that's wasted. Oh, it has 80K sign up bonus. In store, in branch, it has 94,000 sign up. Oh, give me a break. Let's talk about something else. I am actually kind of happy that the reserve has been getting mentioned, even though most of those calls have been for a revamp. I actually like the reserve better than the CSP personally. If I had to have one, I'd probably choose a reserve. 550 annual fee and all. I would totally take that over the CSP. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I hear about the CSP so much, but it's annoying. I mean, nothing against anybody. You want to create your content on that, and absolutely, if people want to hear it, obviously people want to know about it. So people are creating content for it. I'm just saying, me personally, I'm just tired of hearing about it. So right now, I'm really happy about the. We also discussed earlier the Hilton cards and their sign up bonuses. So I'm happy to hear that something else is really in the ether. Giving us something to my microphone shut off. Okay, no. Um, I'm happy that they have something else in the ether, giving us something to talk about. Matt says, if the CSR was 10x rentals, hotels, 5x flights, 2x everything, lounge access, $300 credit would be nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. I mean, they still. I do believe that the CSR is still the one with the priority pass that actually counts at restaurants. VentureX tried it for a little bit and they fumbled the bag, so you can't get it with them. But yeah, Matt, that description, that card would be an absolute powerhouse. But I just prefer it over the CSP. I'm just sick of hearing about the Chase Sapphire preferred. It's annoying. So let's look at what else is going on in credit news here. So what I like to do is when I pull up my YouTube page, see who's talking about what. Let's see. Oh, there's this. Who's this idiot? Chad's money man. Oh, sorry. Okay. Well. Okay. That's okay. That's a thing. Um. Let's look and see what else we have going on here. And see, whenever I come on these lives, I go on. There's nothing on my credit feed. Nothing at all. As a matter of fact, let's try this. Let's do that keyword. And there it is. So like a lot of this stuff is just old. And I mean old. But oh, now Tito's Financial Corner did Built versus Chase Sapphire. I've been traveling. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I am definitely going to watch it because when you think about the Chase Sapphire compared to the CSP versus the Built by far is one of my new most favorite cards. I think that card is awesome. And normally I don't care for MasterCards, but Built has really been doing it. I love that card. Killer but made a catch all. Yeah, that catch all is just, it comes in clutch. So Matt Welter says, here's a question. How do you manage to pump out so much content while working full time? I struggle to find the time sometimes. Well, um, I also have 4 kids, so time is like golden to me. I have to be able to do 3 things at once. And 9 times out of 10, when I put the kids to bed, I'm normally up pretty late doing my edits, doing cuts, doing pre-treatments to videos that I put out. And then on top of that, because I'm up and I'm doing a ton of things, my mind is always working. And I'm a notebook guy. I'm old school. So I write everything down in a notebook. If I have an idea, I write it in a notebook. So I have actually a notebook with idea after idea after idea after idea, and in some case, I'll just like a video that I want to do. I do broad topics and then try to serialize them. So I have my dark side series, dark side of business credit, which did well. The dark side of points and miles, the dark side of referral bonuses. I have another dark side that I want to come out, the dark side of credit portals. Everything's not perfect, and some people like that realistic look. Plus, the wife and I are always doing well, at least looking for good redemption, so that's a good idea as well. But sometimes when you're talking about something that is definitely in your wheelhouse, that doesn't take a lot of studying to complete your sentences, it makes it easier to film, less takes, less breaks, less pauses, and the easier it is to film, the easier it is to edit. And I am not on the level of Josh Butler or CJ. Like, my edits are actually pretty simple. My transitions and cuts and B-rolls are pretty simple because I just don't have that skill set. But I'm just learning and trying to make it a little better each time. But my main thing is just having the ideas. And like, I've been talking to Anthony and I want to step up my title and my thumb game. But other than that, that's how I crank out the content. And then I also commit. If I say I'm going to do it, I do it, because there are times I've fallen asleep and had to undo edits because my hand was on the keyboard and my DaVinci just went crazy. I've had my kids delete clips, so I just commit to it and I make it happen. Especially if I want to be anywhere near successful as you guys. Um, Jesus says, when I started my credit card journey, my goal became to get 5x cashback cards on every category. Now that I'm there, I'm not sure what to do. I feel like Dugas reports who started closing accounts. Yeah, Dugas talked about credit burnout. So you're there, you're getting the 5%. So my question to you, if you're getting 5% back on all your categories, if you're getting cash back, my question is, what are you doing with the cash? How are you furthering the value of said cash? If you are getting $5 back for every 100 you spend, right? What are you doing with that $5? That's definitely a question to ask yourself. How are you furthering that? And if you don't have a set plan, why don't you make one? Um, think of something outside of the box, something that you may not have done, something that will be equivalent to that 5%, and maybe that will renew your vigor in getting, that 5% back. Or take the cash and travel. That way you can be team cashback and team travel at the same time. Boom. How about that one? Let's try that. That was a pretty good idea. Okay. Well, yeah. Try that. Sorry, I've been up for a while. Um, Cardo Torres says, it's built work for mortgages. Matt answered, not yet, but HOA's fees are points back. I can attest to this. I pay my HOA with my built card every month. I love it. That card's awesome. Rent day, I eat out breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Give me my 6X. Okay, it looks like here. Yeah, Anthony did ask me earlier. Okay, Gorviv529 says, how did you find a player or two in your life that shares your interest in credit card game? Does having a family and budgeting contribute to that? For the first part of that question, finding her was sheer luck. Like, because not everybody thinks of money and credit as something that is not an automatic liability. So luckily I found someone who was open-minded enough to understand that I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't something that would be an asset to us. And don't get me wrong, she is definitely not as deep in the game, and sometimes she will ask me which card to use and what have you, but she definitely respects what it does for us, especially after I took her to Paris with those points and we paid like little to nothing relative to the cost of what that trip should have cost. She sees the value in it because I have shown her outcomes and results. And then also with our family now, it excites her to know that doing things for our family that we would be doing anyway, that we can subsidize with our income, we're a two income household, can equal the trips that people put themselves in debt over and stress over every year. That just literally drives her interest. So yeah, and the kids, they just don't stop eating. Like, even the skinny ones. So you turn around, you got to feed them every day. So yeah, that's gonna drive some point stuff. That's gonna be our biggest spender. Is food. Our biggest spend category is food because all the babies. But let's see here. Oh, MR is in the building. I haven't seen you in a minute. I just tuned in. We need to start sending out calendar invites for these live events. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I am the king of spur of the moment. if I'm feeling cute, I'll go live. And sometimes I'll go live. I have nothing to talk about. I'll just whatever comes out because I just well, I don't know. Just so what I actually said on my last live, which I think was yesterday, is I'm going to start doing a Q&A. And next week around this time, I'm going to drop the Q&A in the community so you guys can put your questions in. And as a caveat, I will not pre-read the questions. I will read them on the live and answer them as I read them. So whatever you guys put, we're going to go through it. And I'm going to coordinate that with my first of the month live. So definitely going to go live June 1st because that's built rent day, Uber Cash day. So yeah, a first of the month. Come on, man. First of the month, they're cutting checks. I'm with it. So that's what we're going to do. I just finished my TVS report. Now it's time to hang with Chad's Money Minions. Oh man, it's good to have you, man. Very interesting idea. We'll take that into consideration. Yeah, man. Let me know how it works out. I mean, I'm with it. I love looking at money in ways that other people don't. And if we can just open up a new line for you to look through it, maybe it will, it'll re-inspire you. You never know. It could be something that you find a passion for. Well, approved for the surplus, but going to hold off for a bit. Going to put some ducks in a row. Okay. We got an approval in the house. That is the first approval on live on Chad's Money Minutes. He got approved before Chad's Money Minutes got approved on Chad Money Minutes live. So that is amazing. That is the first approval. We've been going live for a while, and Matt Clausen has the record of having the first credit approval on live with Chad's Money Minutes, or as MR would say, Chad's Money Minions. Okay. What is this here? All right. Can't just make player 2 an AU without talking it through them, but this is good to know. Okay. This offer good till July. Yeah, so you got time. Talk it over. My player 2, I try to rationalize as much as I can, and some things I can't talk through it. I just gotta show her. So needless to say, trip to Paris, the Park Hyatt, she definitely wants to go back there or see numerous Park Hyatts because that place is just next level. So you definitely see the utility in this stuff, man. I'm almost happy that a lot of people are ignorant to it. Even though, like, I'll go to a supermarket and I'll see somebody use their debit card to pay for their groceries, and I'm just like, makes me just want to literally bump them out of the way, hit my gold card, and take cash from them. But it's almost good that a lot of people don't do it because it kind of keeps it special for people like us who really maximize it. But then also you kind of want to see more people do it because it's like you guys are leaving so much money on the table and for no reason. MR says, did you say you were going to Italy or am I misremembering? No, I am going to Italy. I did a video about my Air France redemption. The wife and I are going for our anniversary. We're going to Milan. We got 2 tickets from Atlanta to Milan, Air France business class for 112,000 MR points. We utilized the redemption bonus that Amex has going on with Era. Okay, battery's holding strong. Amex has a transfer bonus with Air France KLM. So yeah, I got 25% off and we got 2 tickets. We're going to keep banking points because we're also trying to figure out how we're going to come back. If we're going to pass through Cairo, if we're going to go through Dubai, if we're going to come straight back to the US because we want to hit other business class products on the way back and really just have fun, film out the whole thing, and just show you guys. Now, here's the thing. as far as redemption goes. Like you have people like Loose Points and Miles, you definitely know that what he's talking about is lived experience. What I like to see on redemptions, personally, and what I like to live on redemptions is I like a whole cycle from redemption to reaction. There's a time you're earning, you find the redemption, you get your cents per points, you tell everybody, oh, la di da, and everybody thinks you're so smart, but you still haven't gotten to the point where you've made it to the airport, got to the place, experienced it, and told me how it was. I like what I call the cycle of redemption to reaction. So you can definitely tell a lot of people that you see they'll give you either one part or the other part. Whereas I like to give you both so that way you know exactly the parameters in which I'm operating in. All right, let's see here. Da, 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 da. Okay, MR says, I was just there for 2 months near Milan, and there is amazing. What the? Oh, is that? Is that this? It's amazing there. Capiche? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, good. I am looking forward to it. Jesus says, "Do you bank with any credit unions or just banks?" I just bank with banks. I just moved a lot of my business stuff over to Chase and opened up some accounts there. I still have my account at Wells Fargo and Regional that's around that I still have a business relationship with, but I'm gonna have to streamline all that stuff this summer because I gotta look too many places to see my dollars. So yeah, that's pretty much what I have going on. The reason I have to do like the national associations like Chase and Wells Fargo is because I never know what part of the. Okay, I'm back. Camera's on the other side now. Because oh man, that was yeah, yeah, yeah. That was okay. Don't worry. I'm getting this back because I got my battery pack in now. So yeah, so I'll be looking at you from this angle instead of that angle because my cord doesn't reach. Okay, so all right, maybe I'm not still the best at this, but that was actually pretty quick. Sound should be back, and then I have to charge this. So now I actually have the battery in that I'm supposed to go live with because I thought I was just going to be on for like 10, 15 minutes. And 1 hour and 20 minutes later, Where are we? We are at Hilton Doubletree in Anaheim, right? I think. I'm in Orange County, California. I think. Okay. Looks like Chase had a comment about titanium status. He just did a Q&A. I watched that today. He has some thoughts on the build card. Okay, so I'm here and I'm back. But yeah, you were near Milan for 2 months. Oh man, my wife is so excited. She wants to go so bad. I can't wait to we're we're gonna travel the boot. So we're gonna end up in Rome. So I'm happy. Okay, Ricardo Torres is in Colorado. Okay, so you're only so what it's almost 10 o'clock where you are? Going to sleep, sir. Thank you for listen. Take care, everyone. All right, take it easy, Anthony. I know it's getting kind of late, especially for my East Coast people. It's almost midnight there. It's literally almost tomorrow. So they're living in the future. So enjoy the future, Anthony. You're in the future. Tell me what happens tomorrow. But let's see here. I'll probably give it 10 more minutes and then yeah, I'll probably sign off here because I got to do some more stuff anyway. And yeah, this is fun. This is definitely fun. I have that set. No interference. Sound is working. A future where I may get a surpass card. Yep. Yes. I would hope for you to get that said surpass card, Matt. And just want to say I appreciate you being here and all the engagement that you have out on the is that Edris? Oh, he's in the building. Okay. Been a minute, man. How you been, Mr. Mata? Another up and coming YouTuber. You definitely want to check out Edris's videos. He has some great stuff, man. That guy, he's suggested all over the place. He's the king of search. If you search and you just put Ed, his whole name will come up. You gotta definitely watch out for him. He's got great content, super nice guy. I think he just got married too, so congrats on that. Um, but yeah, Edris is good, man. He's also a part of the Discord that we are all part of, Anthony Ventures Discord. You definitely want to check out his stuff. Check his page. You will not be sorry. Matt's making decisions on which Hilton card to get. And Mar says a Talo high-speed train is super fast. Train to take from Milan to Rome, FYI. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to pick your brain about that because that's what I have to figure out when I get there. The best high-speed train routes so that we can see as much of the country as we want to. Because I want to go to Amalfi, I want to go to Vesuvius and see all that stuff. I want to see Rome, Venice. I think she wants to see Venice. I'd like to see Pisa if it's, within striking distance. So I'm definitely going to pick your brain about that. Please don't let me forget that. I got a couple of months before I have to hammer anything down, and I definitely want to do that. I'm even writing it down on my little notebook. High speed train. And there it goes. So, all right. So now let's go back to Credit Talk. So now we're on this page here. Like, did we got anything going on that's not like 4 years old? Watch me apply for CSP. I'm sick of CSP. 80,000 points. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Not really seeing anything. So I have dates for the Vegas meetup. It is going to be September the 2nd. If you go to Luke's Points and Miles page, and I think on his Instagram, he also has the flyer as well. I think I shared it on my community post, but that's when the Vegas meetup is going to be. So, what was I looking at here? Okay, so I have a question for the room. Any thoughts on KLM Air France card as a Sky Team option, or stick to transferables, currencies, and partners? I personally would stick to transferables unless this is the biggest unless. The biggest caveat to that is I would consider a KLM Air France card if I was going to either be exclusively flying them, or B, I was going to be doing a lot of long haul international flights because you could rack up a ton of points and status like nobody's business with them. But other than that, I would stick to transferables because that would leave your options open for other airline alliances. I mean, I'm sure you can probably try to finesse something with Air France plus the Sky Team Elite status, the Sky Team Elite Plus status that you'll get. That actually works out pretty well too. But yeah, I'd probably stick with transferables unless you're about to go hardcore Air France KLM. Let's see here. Edris, I appreciate it, Chad. Thanks for the words, man. I love your channel. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here. Gorviv says, wasn't there a rumor about the Sky Team credit card coming through Chase? Not that I heard. I have not heard anything to that effect. But I'm not going to lie to you. I would be pretty upset if they did, because I would be pretty upset if they did, because Amex already has Delta, who is a founding Sky Team member. I'm sure there are other carriers who have other Sky Team members, but as of right now, I don't think Chase has any of the Sky Team cards. I think they have One World. No, City and Barclays has One World. Chase has Star Alliance with United. But if a blanket Sky Team card comes out, I think Amex should grab it. Let's see here. Not ideal, 77K up to 100 XP. I think KLM multipliers. Oh, okay. Matt's talking about the KLM multipliers. So just in case you want to know, MR. But let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to ask a question to the room. I've discovered Hyatt and I love it, right? So for the room, if you had your choice, right? You have Park Hyatt Maldives, Conrad Maldives, and let's throw the St. Regis in there. So you have your big three players. What would your preference be? Now, it doesn't have to be the Maldives. Just imagine Park Hyatt, St. Regis / Conrad, Hilton in a location of your choosing. What would your choices be? That is a question for the room. Because I'm telling you, Park Hyatt is. I stayed at the SLS Luxury, stayed at 5-star Marriott, and Park Hyatt did edge them out. But let's see what's going on in the room here. Transferring city thank you points to Aeromexico and booking on Delta has been my sweet spot of late. You know, it's funny you say that, MR, because I actually just read an article where even Delta Sky Miles, and this is a PSA, even Delta Sky Miles tend to be more valuable when originating out of Mexico. Like Mexico to Florida is like a 3-hour flight. But if you have like a stopover in Mexico, you can actually stretch your Sky Miles even further because they tend to be more valuable coming out of Mexico. And I don't know why. If you go through Mexico City's airport, I don't know if that's what you're doing, but they are just, even with Delta Sky Miles, they're quite good. So let's see here, 3x on KLM Sky Team purchases, 1.5x on everything else. 5K anniversary miles, $89 a year. That's your KLM card. Yeah, for that, you better be going hardcore Air France. Definitely stick with transferables. Because every time I look, I can get 3x points on the gold card. I think it's 3x for travel. If I just book with that, 5x on the platinum card. The platinum card just out earns most proprietary airline cards. The difference in the platinum card and the Delta Reserve is just ridiculous. So yeah, you definitely want to stick with your transferables. Well, all right. It has been an hour and a half. So what I'm going to do is looks like my wife is asleep. I was gonna sign off, but yeah, well, guess I'll stay. So Ricardo Torres says Marriott all day. Okay, so we have one Marriott loyalist. We have one vote for Marriott. So with that being said, Ricardo, have you stayed at some of the equivalent, like whatever you stayed at in Marriott? Have you stayed in the equivalent in Hyatt or Hilton to make an assessment, or is Marriott just your brand? Let's see here. Also, Chase does. What no choice preferred hotel? I think who's with choice? Oh, who was with choice that I stayed at that I liked? Was it Cambria? I don't think Cambria is with choice. I gotta look it up now because now it's gonna bother me. Cambria is with who's with choice? Oh, jeez. Give me 1 second. I gotta look it up. It is choice. Yeah, I don't know if there's a Cambria Maldives, so I didn't include them. Roadway in. Chase has a Virgin card. I think they established that before Virgin officially joined the Sky Team, though, because they just Virgin just joined the Sky Team in March, so I think that card may have been established beforehand. Roadway in Maldives. Oh my god, complete with lot lizards. No thanks. But yeah, Ricardo. So is that your choice for Marriott's because you stated equivalent properties, or you just have a bias towards Marriott? Okay, Roadway Inn. I have the Aspire, so I'll have to take the Hilton. I loved any, I loved any Waldorf Astoria, and above that I stayed. Okay, all right. Because the funny thing is that I actually have not stayed in a 5-star Hilton, so that's how come I'm asking the room to see how they like it. Like I said, I saw the Conrad down in Fort Lauderdale Beach, and it was amazing. So I know they definitely have great products. So I'm just here because I fidget. I'm playing with one of my camera mounts. Um, let's see what else we have in the chat here. Matt Clausen says they have him as a partner. I don't know about a card. Yeah, they have him as a travel partner, and I don't mind them having him as a travel partner. It's no big deal. I'm just talking as a credit card. I feel like if they do a SkyTeam card, it should go through Amex. That's just my personal feeling. It's my personal thing. All right, and Carter Torres says, I want the Ritz Carlton card, but already got the Brilliant with Platinum Elite, and the Ritz only offers gold. Oh. Yeah, because I hear the Ritz Carlton card is supposed to be nice. I've seen a couple of videos on it, but you kind of got to, do a little swindle in order to get it. But yeah, don't give up your status because I definitely, for me, the reason I'm asking about hotel cards is because hotel status, and this is really backwards to me, hotel status is more impressive than airline status, bar none, point blank. Like, don't argue with me. But at the same time, you can buy hotel status just based on a credit card. Airline status is categorically much more difficult to get. You know what I mean? So I was just asking about that because you got a lot more wiggle room with hotel status. Okay, Matt says he's leaning Hyatt, but options. Carlo Torres biased to Marriott. You know what? I can't even blame him because before I discovered Hyatt, I was a hardcore. As a matter of fact, I was a hardcore Marriott loyalist to the point that I was ready. Where is it? Let me find it. I was legit ready with this when it was time. That's my Bonvoy business card. I don't leave home without it, especially when I travel. Even if I'm going to Hilton's, I bring my Bonvoy business card because you never know. MR says the Hilton in Milan is a 4-minute walk from the main train station that takes you everywhere. And the train station has express option to the airport. Okay, gotta write that down. Hilton. On from train. MR is gonna be my Italy tour guide before I'm gonna pick his brain clean before we slide out. And you never, ever, not one? That is wild. Okay. I mean, I thought I was weird because I never stayed at a core, but I figured everybody stayed at a Marriott. I think they even have a bigger footprint than Hilton. That statistically speaking, you actually probably should have stayed at one of those before you ever stayed at a Hilton. But I mean, hey, that's wow, that's wild. That is wild stuff. I am Wyndham and Hilton. Have I ever? I don't think I've ever stayed at a Wyndham. Nope, not once. Matt Klaus said, I just did a Hyatt, a Marriott, and an IHG this past weekend. So, what'd you think? Now, IHG, I they had a record high ticket points bonus. And then in addition to that, you know what I mean, they had it on their business card as well as their personal side. But for me, getting an IHG card means I just gotta go to Vegas. You know what I mean? I stayed at numerous Holiday Inns, Holiday Inn Expresses for work, and I stayed at a couple Crown Plazas. I get that card. It's Venetian and Palazzo all day, every day. But I mean, that's just me. I'll stay to IHG if like nothing's available, and I'm not talking down on the brand because I've never been the one that's been dirty or anything like that or dangerous, but it's just not my jam. Can I change my? No, I can't change my Bonvoy business to the Ritz Carlton because it's two separate issuers. My Bonvoy business is issued by Amex, and the Ritz Carlton is issued by Chase, so I cannot do that. Let's see here. The Kimptons by IHG were nice. Okay, the Kimptons. Let me write that down in my little book. Yeah, y'all are teaching me a lot of stuff. Kimpton. I think I seen that when I was looking for places to stay in Paris. I ended up staying in a Marriott Courtyard, and it was just fine by me. But I think I may have seen Kimptons or Indigo or something to that effect. All right, Matt says Hyatt Place was great. That one's weekend price is insane. I love the Town Place Suites in Asheville, and the Holiday Inn Express is a Holiday Inn Express. Fair assessment. Ritz Carlton card, Matt Klaus also says the Ritz Carlton card will let anyone in the new Sapphire Lounge in Boston. Well, that is a good thing to note because yeah, they are coming out their new lounges. So if you were able to pull that finesse and get that card, then yeah, absolutely use it. More guests in the reserve in the JP Morgan Reserve. This is true. I feel like I saw a report on this and I'm not remembering where I saw it, but what you're saying is all facts. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm really just keeping you guys. So it is officially tomorrow on the East Coast. So if you're on the East Coast and you're living in the future, what's happening in the future? MR says, I run a Chase free setup or else I'd take a day trip to check it out. Huh? Oh, a Chase free setup. Okay. Jesus. Yeah. And I'm probably getting tired. That lounge it is. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. My bad. I wasn't firing on all cylinders there. Let's see here. What is this? Is this work stuff? More work stuff? Oh, jeez. Work stuff in the middle of the night. Okay, good. Sorry. Had work. I got work stuff from the East Coast, even though I'm on the West Coast. So I'm getting work stuff here at midnight. Well, midnight there for here. So sorry about that. Okay. One time only. Where was I? Matt Clausen says you get a one time only with the priority pass. No guess or anything. First taste free with that. Yep. That is it. The Ritz card, that exclusivity works out, works for everybody. So, well, at least everybody who has a Ritz Carlton card. So, if you are on the hunt for it, you're going to have to actually do it with a Chase card, and you're going to have to hold a card for a year to be able to, you know, do that, razzle dazzle. But everybody, you know what? I think it's about time to wrap up. And before I do, though, anybody got any last final questions for me before I head out? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know when I'm gonna go live again because it is very short notice, and sometimes brother's just feeling cute, so I just do this and I talk to the people. Anybody got anything for me before I head out? Because I'm gonna go ahead and close this one off. I think this might be my longest live, and I didn't even have a cup of water, but I did. I did a. I did run out of battery power, so it wouldn't be alive if something didn't happen. But Matt says he'll be on the lookout. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. I'm going to go drink water. Have you hit Capital One Lounge yet? No, I have not. I have not been to any of the Capital. I have a Venture One card. I don't even think that will get me in. But I think the Capital One lounges, and maybe Matt, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the Capital One lounges are priority pass lounges. So technically I could still get in. But I haven't. The Capital One lounge that I know of is DFW. Yeah, I haven't been to Dallas in a couple of years. I was there a couple of years ago. That was before they did it, and I connected through Dallas. But I was at a terminal. I was at a part where I couldn't even get to the Amex Lounge without taking that little train thing, and it wasn't worth it with my connection time. So, no, I haven't had a chance to try it out. Stayed at the Gaylord Rockies. Got upgraded room, great hotel. Yeah, there's where I live in South Florida, actually in Orlando, they have the Gaylord Palms. You guys got the Gaylord Rockies, they have the Gaylord Palms, which is a hotel that everyone loves and they rave over. Okay, Matt does confirm. Cabin One is a priority pass club because I have my priority pass through my platinum cards. So if I go, I'll try to get in and definitely let you guys know how that goes because there's no telling where I may turn up. Too many buckets to walk through to get through. Yeah, ain't that the truth? But you guys, this is going to close it out for me, man. I just want to thank everybody who came out. Thank everybody who took time out, stayed up late to hear me babble on about credit stuff. I hope I was able to give some value and answer some questions. Just as a recap, this all started when I wanted to show you guys a 20-minute Delta bag guarantee and how it worked in real time with my stuff. We talked about a great many things, including the creator meetup September the 2nd. Going to be a lot of fun. The more the merrier. Please come out. We talked some credit stuff, and I think this was good. MR says, I have no Capital One cards either, but still want to check out their napping pod that I saw in Jazzy's video. Who's Jazzy? Is that another creator? Who is that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is it that girl? Oh yeah. I'm subscribed to her. I saw her on Ben Hedges and I thought she was kind of cool, so I subscribed to her. So yeah, okay. I know who Jazzy is. Yeah, I know who she is now. I think I subscribed to her after I saw him feature her. Yeah, she's all right. She got some decent content. So yeah. Also got to work on videos for my second channel and see how I'm gonna fit that into my schedule. But you guys, this has been great, super fun. You guys have a great night. I'm going to figure out something to eat, probably figure out a little rest. Um, let's see here. Okay, but before I do, Stan the man, the credit frog is down to have some uh have some good times with the kid out here. So let's see here. Got see me. Okay. See, I knew what that meant. You know. Thank you very much. All right, my guy, MR. All right, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. You guys take it easy, and you never know. Always be on the lookout because you never know where I may pop up live next. I literally do these things on the go, especially if something really cool is happening. So I will catch you guys later. Salute. That's a sledge thing. It's really cool, but that's his thing. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for coming and taking the time out to be with me. Let's go here to end.